So one thing we want to dive into is the AR glasses and headset market. If we go back to our bonus videos here, you can see that Meta has been working 10 years in the making is what this video is called. 10 years in the making on their Meta glasses. Their Meta glasses with a augmented reality display in the glasses. Zuckerberg has come out previously and expressed his frustration that Apple has made it so that the Bluetooth pairing between their glasses and the iPhone, it's not super smooth of a process, and Apple does that on purpose. Well, and you'll find out why, because Apple wants to maintain its competitive advantage, because Apple is going to be now releasing its own AI glasses, right? And you'll see that in bonus video 5 of 5. And the competitive advantage it has there is the easy pairing within its ecosystem to all the existing iPhones that are out there. Both of these companies have their own niche markets, right? With Meta, it's digital advertising and their platforms of knowing their customers. Apple, it's their brand loyalty, it's their physical products, their physical product ecosystem. And so this is an interesting space because you have Meta here that has been developing this technology for 10 years, but you have Apple here who is the best when it comes to physical products. They're the leaders in this space. Even though they're not in the glasses market per se, they do have the AirPods, they do have the iPhone, um, they do have the Apple Watch. They seem to be a pretty formidable competitor. So if you're Meta, you would have done your environmental scanning and realized that there's the opportunity of this market. However, there's also the threat of this market of somebody like Apple who has a competitive advantage of their ecosystem with the iPhone and their advantage in physical products when it comes to development as well as manufacturing. Now let's take a look at the Statista report on AR glasses and headsets. So you can see there's a wide dispersion here. The future projections are not always perfectly solid. You can see that there's a conservative estimate of this being a $5 billion market by 2028, or you can see that there's an optimistic estimate of it being a $26 billion market by 2028. That's a pretty big difference. So it's really, if you're Facebook or if you're Apple, you must look at this market and you have more of an optimistic point of view in order to justify all the research and development spending that it's going to take cost to develop these products. You think you're going to be able to capture a big portion of the optimistic scenario that could potentially happen. Here you can see another projection of the AI hardware industry revenue, as well as the number of users. You can see there's a lot of growth expectation on the number of users of augmented reality. So that's it. That's all I have. My question to you is, who do you think is going to be the winner? Do you think it's going to be Meta, Facebook, both, neither? Who do you think it's going to be? I'd like to hear your thoughts.